Good morning.
Yes.
No, it's like I usually good evening, good day, whatever. But it's morning. That's right. And you know what? It's time for the news. But before the news, there's the weather. Gotta be a little quicker with my fingers.
Yep,
What is it? What is the temperature today, Fernando?
Today in Clearwater, Florida, it's 350 degrees.
I mean, I'm not gonna. You're wrong.
Feels it, right? No, it's 89 actually.
So
89 today.
It's 9 o'clock and it's already 89.
Yes,
it's gonna be hot.
It's gonna be hot. That's for sure.
I mean, it's funny because when I was walking, because we park like a mile away from the store. It seems like. Yeah, I mean, it's far as I park in the last parking space in the parking lot as far as humanly possible away from everything. So, and he parks right next to me. And so I'm walking in this morning and I'm like, damn, man, it's full on summer.
Mm-hmm,
this is full
like
on
you
summer.
open your door and it's like, can't breathe.
So here's the funny part. Last night, since I've gotten back from vacation, I'm just trying to acclimate myself back to sleeping. It's not been good. And so it's like 2 o'clock in the morning last night. And I'm walking around my house and I'm freezing.
What?
Oh, it's so cold. I'm like, God, what the? I mean, they have the temperature at the same, but it's just, I don't know. I think it's just because it's so hot. And then it just feels colder even though it's not. Yeah, it's fun. All right, so good morning from San Diego, checking in. Sunny and 63 in America's finest city.
Very nice.
You just might be right about that.
63,
finest city. Hello over the Pacific Northwest, 56.
I like that.
Well, high of 80 today. You know, it's funny, Elfway. We were just talking about our buddy Matthew, who lives up by you, having some nostalgia. 70 and cloudy, 84, East Tennessee. Did you get a chance to see the Titans picture that they posted?
I mean, I see all of them.
No, of Titan, the whole group. They took like a group shot.
Oh, no, I haven't.
Yeah, you should check it out. It's pretty cool. So, yeah, it's all that. So it's like, you know, they put somebody up against the wall and they have everyone lined up in 2 rows. So all like 30 employees. It's pretty cool picture. Yeah. It's 69. It's sunny from the cardio capital, Fort Worth, Texas. Isn't it Dallas? I thought it was Dallas. Yeah. Jonathan, check it in. Good morning. How are you?
What's up, Mr. Brothers?
Hot. And that's the way to describe it. Hello, gentlemen. Orlando, currently 83. Elected high point of 94. Poor Orlando. Good morning. 71 and sunny in PA. Pizza Dave. Good morning from Vermont. Still cleaning up from the flood. It's pouring rain again.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Those are the tears of God.
So send some rain over here, bro.
No, God, no. Please don't. No,
rain.
We don't need rain. Checking in, Massachusetts, 72, the high of 87. Good morning from STL. Hello from Naples. Ooh,
what up?
Naples. Okay, so there again, did you see Adam Devine's post yesterday where he went and gets his haircut at this liquor / barbershop?
Well, it's a barbershop, but it's
a bar.
Yeah,
with a barbershop.
Yeah.
That was almost creepy.
Really?
I don't know why. I just felt kind of creepy about it.
The barbershop that I go, they offer. They have a license for alcohol, so you can, while you're waiting, you can get a beer. You can get.
Yeah, but see, I picture the barbershop is next to us, and like. With how loud they play their music and all the crazy shit that goes on there.
No, but it's like levels of barbershops, right?
Oh no, they're definitely levels.
Yeah, like that one. They Adam went. I'm pretty sure it's just in the background. Just enjoy yourself. Like,
well, yeah, I mean, they had it looked like a man cave. Yeah. You know, leather seats, football games on.
And that's the reason why you go to this barbershop and it's like $40 for a haircut.
He's going twice a week. which that's what I found kind of weird. I was like, twice a week. I mean, there again, from a guy who cuts his own hair. So, hey guys, beautiful morning, P8. Now, if it was an ice cream shop, we might be on ice cream and pizza.
That's not bad. I'm gonna tell the guys over
trust
there.
me, I always think like car stereo and ice cream would just be, the perfect thing. Yeah. A nice clean showroom that had like audio on one side and ice cream on the other.
I think that would be like a car stereo and drugs.
No, ice cream. Why are you gonna make that? 77 sunny North Carolina with a high of 90. I know SVR, Still Valley Regionals, is not in North Carolina, but it's close enough to that area.
Yeah.
If you're in just Google SVR or Steel Valley Regionals, Virginia. Is it Virginia?
Yeah.
Okay. Be a great thing to do this weekend. It is both Saturday and Sunday. If you're up in that area, you can go say hi to Brian Mitchell. He's out there. Dougie Fresh is out there competing in his first Steel Valley Regional.
I like it. I
can't
wait to see how he does.
Yeah,
I mean, because
we talked to Brian last night before we left, and then I drove home, and as we're driving home, he's like, Doug just texted him, so he was going to go find Dougie, and I was like, oh, that's cool. So, wow, all the way from the other side of the world. Good morning, 6 a.m. here, nice and cool. I bet the weather in that area was fantastic.
Yeah. It's freaking hot, and
North Carolina. Yep. 81 and rainy, up with Mr. High Five Vega.
Yeah, we're kind of the same, man.
Yeah.
He's over here too.
As long as the one with the scissors is sober.
There
you go. Wolfer cones and ice cream come help beat the heat. I agree. It's West Virginia this weekend. Okay. Just Google. There you go.
Yeah.
Might be a good thing to do this weekend if you're in the area. The nice thing is it's inside.
Yeah.
It's inside a building.
And it's AC.
Because I'm assuming, because it's either way, it's shaded.
It's inside the building. It's in the stadium.
I don't know. It's inside. Because today they pull the cars in. Because I was talking to Brian. He's like, yeah, Friday we'd pull the cars in. So it's a whole event.
I would love to go to that one. Just to.
So I thought, and you know how my brain works.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, so how much would a ticket be if we left Saturday? Like trying to see, the flights would have to be perfect because it'd be like, there'd have to be a flight at like maybe 5-6 o'clock on Saturday that we could fly out, get in a hotel, rent a car, go see it Sunday, maybe hang out with everybody Saturday night. And then like, there's like a 9 o'clock flight out on Sunday or some shit like that. And come back, and then I was like, that would be totally doable. And then the amount of money it would cost me to do that,
of course,
because more than likely I'd have to bring the 4 of us, probably for the 5 of us, just to do it. And I was like, this would be like a
5 of us.
Yeah, Sebastian, you, the girls, as opposed to just you and I.
Yeah.
Because they're looking at us going, oh, I'm like, I'm gonna go hang out with my work wife. Good morning. From CA, Central Valley, 87 with a high of 106. Thanks for all you do. You bet. Dude, yes, the temperatures over there. Like, so Brian and I were talking about this in Mitchell, and there again, weather. We're gonna get over this in a second. And Arizona, nobody's having record highs, but no one's also not just always hot. It seems like Arizona is like had the longest heat streak of over 100. And it's like, I feel this happens every year now. And so because we were talking about the whole global warming thing and how is it real, is it not real?
Oh, it's totally real.
But and so here's and when people say global warming, they often get confused because it's not just warming, it's also cooling. So like the winters are more brutal. And the summers are more brutal. So it's like we're getting to these extremes that eventually one of them is going to break, and we're all going to die. All right, guys. Hey, welcome to the news. Let's just dig right into it. First off, we'd like to thank. Oh, not that. Why did I hate it when I do that? This button. We'd like to thank CE Outlook for providing us with the content in order to do this show. Most of the show's news. Anyways. If you're interested in finding out more about this industry or things that we don't cover, because there is a decent amount of stuff that just isn't relevant to the show, you can head over to CE Outlook and get your learn on, which is going to be a story a little bit later in the show. But first, let's go here.
Selfie.
Yes, I do need. Yes, we should take a selfie. First off, this little guy right here. We've talked about it. They're a big supporter of the show. Moscone has come out with the new aerospace DSP in very limited quantities. It's making its rounds. This one is going in Wayne's car. You guys know Wayne's car. That is the Tesla that you guys just got a chance to see that had the two 530s in it.
Yeah.
This is an aerospace 8 to 12. And I got to admit, it looks a lot sexier than the other one. Yeah. I like the holes. I like the look. The other one just being that square piece of.
Dude, that is nice.
More pictures. I was struggling to find this. Look at that.
Look at that.
Yeah, there's the big chip. Designed and assembled in Italy.
And now you can see there's the new design.
I don't know what the old design is. I got to be honest with you. So, I mean, I'm going to take your word for it.
You know, you got the 2023 right there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it is great.
All right, well, I got a couple more pictures. So here we go. We have the side profile. Pardon me. We have the side profile. USB-C.
Yeah.
Which is really nice. And then we have the other side profile here. Very similar, has those gain controls on it.
Yep.
Which is cool. I'm guessing that's a staple of the product. So pretty neat there. But yeah, so we'll obviously be talking. Wow, how do I do that? This is a pre-news release, so to speak. There's not a lot of information out on it other than it is the new aerospace.
Well, no, I mean,
12.
It is. If you go to the Gladen website, it's
found
there.
Out more?
Yeah, it's right there.
Oh, look at that. I was searching everywhere for that last night. Oh, yeah.
But remember, sometimes we look at Moscone. But the Gladen, it's part of it. It's actually.
Oh yeah, Gladen.
Right there. Yeah. There's the new one. As you see, look at that one. Very nice.
Oh, it's got a little Italy.
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
This is actually a video.
Let's tell you what. Let's not watch the video right now. We'll come back to the video. Maybe we'll watch that tomorrow. Talk about it tomorrow, and we'll.
Sounds good.
Yeah. When we got more time.
Perfect. But if you want to see the specifications and everything, it's right there in the website.
That looks nice. Aerospace.
Oh, aerospace.
Oh, easy there, pinkies out, Arturo.
I love that picture.
No, not a lot.
Yep. What are we doing?
Good morning. Just curious when you guys are going to put some more install videos. Seems like it's been more reviews and such lately than actual installs. So good question. And we were on vacation, so we needed content for the 2 weeks that we were on vacation. So what we had in the backlog is a ton of cars that we have heard. So they're easy to edit, and I needed a whole bunch of them. So before I went on vacation, I crammed in a ton of editing to get those out so that there'd be something on the channel. But if you go back and look, there's actually been quite a bit of install videos this year. Yes. The thing is that we just produce so much stuff. A lot of it just falls through the cracks.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's very rare that we don't put out 3 to 4 videos, sometimes 5 videos a week. And usually one of those is an install video of some kind.
Yeah.
And what you also saw in the last couple of weeks was we took the 3 big cars that we'd worked on this year, we made compiling videos. So like yesterday was an hour and 10-minute video, which was a compilation video of the full install in the Nissan Frontier. So it's an hour and 10-minute video, which was, I think, 7 parts. So over the course of like 2.5 months,
I really like you did the cars, because normally when we go to these events, if we have the time to listen to it, people ask like, right, so what did they sound, you know? And
the really cool thing is now that we have Andy, we could take that with us and get better audio. We've also some of the ones that we got to film in Indy, which I was super excited about, which you guys haven't seen yet, was we got to film Dougie Fresh's car. And with that, we have new mics that we're using to film those. So it ought to be, and we filmed Ada's car. So the conclusion's that is which I will be getting out next week. But yes, no, and the other thing too is like we're constantly filming. Like this is a
Toyota
Tundra. We're filming the install on this. We had a car earlier. We had an F-150 911 that we filmed. And the thing is that, you know, we film for 3 days on these installs. Like this is a 2-day film. The other one was 2.5-day film. And so that's why these videos are like an hour, 10 hour, 15-minute long. And we break them into segments that are 10 minutes long because it takes about 10 minutes to edit 1 minute of video. So I want you to think about that when you're conversing about how frequently videos come out.
Yeah,
but yes,
insane.
To do an install diaries, it takes about 10 minutes to make 1 minute of content. Good times. All right, moving on in with the news. Oh, you know what I forgot? Where's it at? All right, hold on. I'm gonna pull this up, and all right. So let's talk more new product news. Race Sport Lighting has come out with okay. So when I was a young kid, Knight Rider was all the rage, and one of the things that just set that thing off was the fact that it had a
LEDs.
And dude, it was the best thing in the world. Okay,
that's pretty cool.
It's so Race Sport Lighting, who makes probably one of the largest selections of LED everything. They now have a universal kit that is designed to go up underneath the hood. That when you power it up, it does the whole, and then it just turns into a driving light.
Yep.
I gotta be honest with you, I was like, "This look cool in the Mustang."
Yeah, I believe so.
I don't think so.
No, really?
No, I don't think so. But
I'm a sucker for LEDs.
I'm a sucker for them too.
Yes.
And it just looked really cool, and I was like, man,
I want to have a strip club in my car.
I did. I mean, I did when I, back in the neon days, because my buddy that did neon, he just had tons of neon laying around, and I took all the scrap neon that he had.
It's funny
I didn't care what color it was.
When we took a vacation and you left early, I went over there to start like moving stuff because we had a leak. For some reason, but that was not a leak anyway. And I pull all the stuff and I see the LEDs, the bars. The LEDs.
The ones that are just over there.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm gonna dig them and I'm gonna put it in my car, under the car and everything. And then it's like, we have a car to do, and I'm like, never mind.
Yeah, they're like 12-year-old LEDs, so probably don't want those. Also, in new product news, selling great. Okay, so this isn't new product news. So this is called Selling Great Sound in Car Audio Means Knowing Sound by Ken Ward. Okay, so this isn't news. This is an assignment. All right. So in the show notes, there's always the links to what is going on.
Yep.
And this one is, I'm going to bang over here real quick. So if you head over to see Outlook, Selling Great News, okay, Ken Ward is the head trainer for Electromedia Global. Okay, so that means he works for the Italians. And that's Audison and Hertz. But what he's done is he's put together this amazing paper on sound. Okay. And for all you nerds like myself out there, this is a great read. It talks about music to listen to. It talks about what you're looking for. And as you can see, it's not a 5-minute read. So I challenge you to sit back, relax, and take a read. Maybe this weekend, head over there and read the article, maybe get some ideas in the music that you want to listen to. It basically says we need homework. Yes, this is homework for everyone. Because let's be honest, you guys ask us a lot of these questions. He's nice enough to write this article about it. And listen, if Ken's going to write an article, it's going to be in depth. It's going to be overthought, and it's going to have every I and T dotted and crossed.
It give you everything.
Yeah.
And one of the things is like, make sure you follow the process.
And it's funny because I'm listening on the Old Fashioned Podcast, which is Gary and Maddie's, and they're talking with Mark Eldridge. And he has the school that he does, which I'm dying to go to. I want to get us to that as quick as humanly possible. But he talks about whether it's his or someone else's, which is also the first Andy Waymeyer class we ever took by the head. He said the same thing. Listen, whether you use mine, use Ken's, use whose ever, stick with that process because that process has been thought out from the beginning to the end. You know, Brian's going to have his process. And although Brian's will be like, he'll show you everyone's process before he gets to his, because that's what he likes to do. But yes, you know, whether you agree with it or not, you can't interchange these pieces. You know, like when we go to tune a car, it's, oh yeah, for sure. If I'll let you know if we go, I'll let you know. We'll all go together for sure. It's important to stick to it. Like anytime we don't stick to our process, we always screw something up. Like if we skip a step on accident, it always bites us
right
in the
there.
ass.
Says don't skip the steps. Read it and go step by step. It's
very important. But anyways, homework assignment for this weekend. Check that out. All right, moving on to a sad story. Because, you know, it's been such an upbeat show. Installer shortages keep squeezing sales. Back to in the beginning when I asked you if you'd seen the picture of Titans, you know, and the 30 plus people that work there, knowing farewell, because, you know, like we talked to Dan, headset Dan Bauman.
The Bauman.
The Bauman.
They might make it. They might make it to the Dallas.
Oh, I think
I talked to Wendy.
You're
message.
You're texting Wendy now?
And it's like, yeah, we might made it. And I was like, oh, cool. That would be nice.
You're so funny, man. I don't ever talk to him. He's over here texting his wife. Anyways, talking with them, the amount of business they do, which is an obscene amount of business. They have 30 people that work there. Reality is they need 60 people that work there.
Correct.
Ada, who's in the comments right now, like I believe he has 5 or 6 guys that work for him, some part-time, some full-time.
Yes.
And honestly, between the size of his building and if he could find 3 more people, he would probably, you know, about where he needs to be. It's the 2 of us here at 5 Star, and we know that if we had a bigger location with 4 more installers, that it would be a whole different ball game. We choose for it to be this size because we choose for it to be this size. But really the part of this is there's a battle raging between owners and installers. And some owners don't necessarily value an installer.
No.
Okay. They're not willing to pay them what it takes to do. So at the end of the day, you know, if you want me to be an installer at your store, I have to be able to make a living doing it, because otherwise I can't work there. You know, I have family, I have obligations, I have bills, I have needs. So, you know, some locations and some owners, they still treat this like a summer job, you know, where it's like, yeah, man, come in, work 6 days a week, you know, 600 hours, and I'm going to pay you nothing. Yeah. You know, and it's like, then they wonder why there's no excitement. What am I doing?
I just accept it and then see if we have time.
They wonder why there's no one there, because, and there again, this is true to the fact that, oh wow, okay, you know, a lot of the guys that I started with doing this are installers. Like everyone that worked for me at AVE is no longer in the industry. Sean fixes wheelchairs or dentist equipment. A buddy of mine fixes wheelchairs. A buddy of mine became a painter. A couple guys went to work for the cable company. Shane, who worked at a competitor, he now builds Sprinter vans. Full on, like not in a car stereo shop, like for like a motorhome company. So he's the closest one to still being in the business. 2 of them are dead. One of them, before he passed away, owned a car hauling company that was making millions of dollars. And he still bought product from him, which I always thought was fun.
And I feel that's reason why, you know, installers jump from one shop to another.
Because they're searching for somebody that can pay them what they deserve.
Yes.
And there again, I knew Ada would chime in. If you want a serious installer, you got to pay them. These dudes are computer guys, also interior guys, mechanics. You take it serious, they take it serious. And that's basically what a lot of this article says, is that, you know, you can't, you know, what we do is you have to have passion. And if you don't have passion, then it's just not going to work out. One of the owners was in there talking about how he has 6 employees, but he's only getting about 40% of the work out of them, because there's only 2 of the guys that actually have passion about it. The rest of them are just bodies filling shoes, and it's like, yeah, I totally get it.
Okay, but like, how do you bring that passion? Like, for example, you have 6 people, 2 of them are very passionate. How do you make the other 2 be passionate?
Someone to turn and burn installs versus 5-star style installs. Okay, but I will tell you that took a long time. Like us taking the time to do an install the way we do it, we had to show Paul that there was value in that, because he's the turn and burn guy.
Well, no, but like when I came here, you always done installs like that, like always.
Yeah, but it was doing it. It was doing it very, I was the Flash.
Yeah.
Because it was like I had small amounts of time, and it was like we need to hurry up and get this done,
right,
and do a good job. And it's like, and it's funny, if you go read this article, there is a guy that works at Best Buy, and he's like, I've been working at Best Buy for a very long time. Chris Vera is someone who works at Best Buy, and he's like, all the shops in town want him to come work there. And he's like, why would I come work for you? I have a 401k, I paid vacation, I have sick leave. I work 5 days a week, and I make the same amount of money, and you want me to come work for you, make less money.
Yeah.
And work 6 days a week at 100 hours because you don't value me as a human.
Yeah.
Dean was a rookie once, and he's early install showed it. I bet you if you could find anything from when I was a rookie, you wouldn't say that, because I've always been picky as crap. Put it this way, when I started installing in the place I worked for, the owner changed the pay structure because he was like, oh crap, none of the guys he had working for him at the time really gave a shit. They were just they're again, this was always treated as a summer job. For me, it wasn't, and I worked for that place for 21 years. But I would always take the extra 10 minutes. If like, for example, if we needed to hide some wiring, I would hide some wiring. If we needed to make a panel to protect, to finish something off, I would do that. And that really made the owner like, oh crap, like no one has ever done this here before. And, it was like, oh, there again, no, it's not that way. Now, if you go back to like when I was in high school, yeah, that's some funky shit. But as a professional, I've always been professional because that's what I'm here to do. You're paying me to do something. I have to give you 110%. And Sue, who's been with me through the whole thing, she can attest to the ridiculousness and the lengths of just stupid that I've gone through over the last 34 years. There again, this is a great article, and the comments are fantastic. So when you get done reading Ken's thing, head over and read this one. It's pretty cool. Fernando just dropped this one on my lap. I'm going to pull this one up. What am I looking at, Fernando?
This is one of Taylor's shop actually caught on fire. They lost 99% of the shop.
Yeah, that shop's done.
If you got $5, $10, whatever you have,
so
just go around.
What is the name of the GoFundMe though?
That right there. It's just the title. Complete Lost Shop.
Oh, Complete Lost Shop Fire. So you can find that at GoFundMe.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm sure there's if you want to help, that's awesome.
Ooh.
We always here to help. So.
All right, and moving on, we're gonna try to get through this. True size of car audio market. So people often talk about how much money can possibly be made in car audio, and well, now there's an estimated answer of 1.5 billion. 700 million of that, not of that, to that is installation dollars. So basically half, which makes sense because it's kind of how you figure out your install charge. But market cap on the car audio industry is about 1.5 billion. Now, it seems like a lot of money. However, you take it back about 5-6 years, it's about half of where it was back then, which is like, you go back to 2006, so it's a little bit longer than that. 2006, the market cap was about 3 billion. So yay, pretty fun, right?
Mm-hmm.
The car, okay. So car market is almost dead in my country. Yes, I mean, and that's totally possible. Because if you figure in the United States, it's only worth 1.5 billion. which is still a substantial amount of money.
Yeah.
And also enough to keep a lot of people employed. It's still only 1.5 billion. I mean, like we could probably find that in the couch cushions. And the last story of the week, if you haven't had a chance to check this out, Rockford's Facebook page got hacked. This was kind of funny. We found out about it from Eric, who thought I was calling to tell him about his Facebook page being hacked, and I wasn't. And then he was like, oh, he was reluctant to tell me, which is kind of funny. Apparently, they do have control of the page. However, they can't change the name quite yet because there's a time restriction on how often you can change the name. So they put the logo up. They put the official page of Rockford Fosgate, purpose-built audio. But right now it is Dooney and Burke, which is kind of,
I mean,
it's kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie.
It is.
It is kind of funny.
But now with this, I would take it and just build a subwoofer with leather.
Oh, build an actual Dooney and Burke.
Actually make something cool out of it. And
you know, like, that's kind of, it's like taking lemons and making lemonade. I totally dig it.
You know?
Another fun thing that happened this week that we found out about was somebody found a hack inside of the Arc Audio website for purchasing, which allowed them to try to purchase things for 75% off, which of course it was shared on one of the Facebook pages, and a bunch of guys tried to take advantage of it. By 9 o'clock, they had, of course, figured it out, but there was a substantial amount of product that was sold, that was technically tried to be sold, but of course everyone was
everybody ordered it.
Yeah, everyone ordered it, and all the money was refunded, and was like, no, man, this was not right. Yeah. Somebody found so the service that provides them with the online website apparently didn't shut off some of their backdoor stuff, and that allowed people to put in fake coupons that were giving, and it was one of those things where it's like, come on guys, really? So yeah, it was an interesting week for the internet,
for manufacturers, that's for sure.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. All right, hold on. So let's part with what was Ad saying. Do you have fun with this? Good idea, Fernando. Well, there you go. You had a good idea. Good job. Good job. Well, guys, let's shut that off. That's the news. It's Friday. Tomorrow is Saturday. It's usually how these things go. If you're going to be around for Saturday, go ahead and tune in. I'm hoping 6 o'clock. However, last week we went on at 5. That was wonderful, by the way. I wish we could do that every week. Not gonna lie. It was great because I was home and running and doing all this by, it's like, wow, 8 o'clock. It's awesome. That's it. That's all we got. Tune in tomorrow. Of course, tune in to Instagram. We're live there having fun, showing you what's going on in the Bay.
That's right.
And, hey, install videos. We do them all the time. It's just what it is. You guys have a great rest of your day.
Happy Friday, guys.
It can only get better from here.
Yeah.
See you later.
See you guys tomorrow.
Bye.